So a few years back, I was sitting in an audience, and I was breathless with anticipation. I had been longing to see this speaker for a number of years. The room was crowded. There were probably 75 people in the room, designed to hold 35, so it was really hot. And the person next to me was jabbing me with her elbow every time she turned to talk to the person next to her. And then, because there was such a nice vibe in the room, she would turn back to me and go, "Sorry, sorry." So there's this real peaceful vibe in the room, and we were all sitting there happily. We barely noticed that an hour had gone by, and the fellow still hadn't shown up. And finally, an hour later, an hour after he was supposed to begin, this nice, middle-aged old man, very bent, stooped, not very tall, came creeping out to the middle of the stage, and he sat down on the floor in the middle of the stage. And he looked at us, and he said nothing. He said nothing for 3 minutes. He just looked at us. And then he stood up and he gave this weird, unearthly laugh. And he said, "I better say something really profound because you must be expecting me to say something really important." And His Holiness, the 14th Dalai Lama, was ready to begin his speech. Now, I was amazed because I had seen something, and everybody else in that audience had felt it too, something really extraordinary. Even though he hadn't said a word, we felt like he had communicated with us somehow. And it was deeply moving. It was all down to his body language. Every communication is two conversations. There's the content and the body language. And most of us who give presentations and speeches spend a lot of time worrying about the content and hardly any time at all worrying about the body language. But as the Dalai Lama showed, the body language is actually more important in many ways than the content. So the next time you get ready to give a speech, think about spending at least as much time preparing your body language as you do your content.